Book 3. Embark on an Australian adventure. Audio tour.
Welcome to Book 3 and welcome to Australia. In your book, pages 56 and 57, you can see pictures of Australia. And on page 58, you'll find a map of the country. Now come and visit our photos of Australia. And when you hear the jingle, listen carefully to the question and be the first to find the answer. Ready? So, let's start. Look at picture 1 on page 56. This is Ayers Rock, or Uluru, as the Aborigines call it. Yes, this huge rock is a sacred place for the Aborigines. Now, everybody has seen pictures of Uluru. But where is it exactly? Turn to your map, page 58, and spot Uluru or Ayers Rock on the map. Where is it?
Uluru is right in the middle of the desert in the centre of Australia. It's in the south of the Northern Territory.
Now look at picture 2. Here's another very famous place in Australia, Sydney and its Opera House on the Bay. Sydney is a big town, but it's very young. Only about 250 years old, a baby compared to Paris or London. Sydney is the biggest town in Australia, but it's not the capital. Canberra is the capital. Look at the map. In which state or territory is Sydney located? And what about Canberra?
Sydney's the capital of New South Wales. Canberra's in the Australian Capital Territory.
Now have a good look at picture 3. Look at those huge trees and exotic plants. You can find trees and plants like these in tropical regions. Well, Australia is a continent island, and it's so big that there are tropical, arid, and temperate regions and even deserts. Where is the tropical region in Australia? In the south or north? And what is the name of the tropic?
The tropical region of Australia is in the north because Australia is in the southern hemisphere and the tropic is called the Tropic of Capricorn.
Look at all those colours in picture 4. Australia is paradise if you like snorkeling. The coral and fish on the Great Barrier Reef are famous, and divers from around the world would love to see them. The Great Barrier Reef is beautiful, but it is also the largest in the world. Where do you have to go if you want to see the Great Barrier Reef? What are the names of the state and of the nearest big town?
To see the Great Barrier Reef, you need to go to Queensland, and the nearest big town is Cairns.
In picture 5, you can see the south coast of Australia, with the famous rocks called the 12 Apostles. Actually, there are not 12 anymore, because of the erosion. Now, if you take a boat and you go straight on for 3,000 kilometres, you'll reach Antarctica. Anyway, you can see these impressive rocks from the Great Ocean Road, which goes from Melbourne to Adelaide. Spot Melbourne and Adelaide on the map. What are the names of their states?
Melbourne is the capital of Victoria, and Adelaide is the capital of South Australia.
Now let's look at the map on page 58. Australia is a federation composed of 6 states and 2 territories. Listen to each name, repeat it, and spot it on the map. Ready? Go!
Queensland, South Australia, Northern Territory, New South Wales, Victoria, Western Australia, Australian Capital Territory. Tasmania.
The centre of Australia is a big, arid desert. So a large part of the population and the big towns are on the coasts, by the sea. What are the names of the two large towns not near the sea, not on the coast?
Canberra isn't on the coast, and Alice Springs is very far from the sea. It's in the middle of the desert. And that's the end of our tour. Well done! Now test your memory at home in your workbook, page 50.